But obviously, this is what the Suns are working on. Different guys want to try to limit Chris in those situations. We saw what teams tried to do to him in the playoffs.
He has, once he gets the switch that he wants, especially when you have a center guard in him.
Off balance, Denny Smith tried to wheel. Barak lost the ball. Paul to Booker. By Cleveland to the rack. Shot.
It might have been a shot. Derek Richardson didn't blow his whistle. And here's Booker fouled by Doncic. And that should have been counted. Booker will play here in the third. Booker.
Didn't see Andrew put his hands up very often. He was a little frustrated. And then Booker to the rim, and he's open 2 of 5. So with Wiggins out, Devin Booker's like, let me start going at people. The double team came, but the foul in the
Difficult situation, Candace.
And I commend the players of this week. I feel as though the NBA players always take ownership.
In particular from his perimeter players, to let the offense breathe more. He wants to see them pass and chase a little bit more and try not to attack right in the face of all the defenders.
Now watch it again as Booker was going to work the 3-time All-Star.
That is an effective play.
Pelicans back up by 3. Valanciunas in double figures with 11. Devin Booker scoop layup. Booker, some contact.
Doncic has that 3 rim out. And that's going to be a... And now the heavy lifting perhaps to be performed by Devin Booker.
away, and Crowder pushing the other way. Mikal Bridges on Clay there. So good. And Booker denied by Draymond.
Expiring, Embiid tips it out. Melton had it. Booker grabs it, which he Steibel has after he comes onto the hardwood.
Master of the difficult shot. You take a look at the bodies underneath the basket. The ball comes to Booker. Immediately he knows what to do.
That Ben Simmons was going to come and try and block the shot, so he pump fakes and pump fakes.
Richard, are you answering the producer again?
No, I'm explaining to people what.
Beautiful.
10 out of 10 defense right there. Best defense you can ever play against Kyrie, and it still does.
On the teardrop, up ahead, nobody back. Doncic fakes. 5 on the clock. Irving defensively on Doncic, and he fouls him.
Well, so we saw this the last time, and you would speculate that the Nets are trying to turn Doncic into the scorer as everyone's.
Those of you who don't know, 16.3 proudly held by the greatest 30 in Hornets history, Del Curry. Got the chest. Doncic has played this entire third quarter. He played the entire first quarter. That was a really
about pace. If you're Dallas, you don't want to get into this windshield wiper type game against this potent offense.
Brunson is off to the races. Numbers. Doncic will finish into green.
You can get anything you want.
Doncic getting 3 with some nifty dribbling. Cam Johnson with the bump.
Is one of those main reasons.
Doncic. So far, he continues to stay in attack mode.
But he's got a bad ankle tonight as he's run. 5.5 to play in the half. Green is on Doncic. Luka.
No panic. They understand where each other is.
Going into Thompson, Doncic.
Coach, here you talked about the impact. They both haven't been able to find their touch yet this season.
Kenrich Williams of TCU is in the game. He's defending Luka. Luka draws the.
It looked like he tried to miss.
Yeah, that was not smooth. Orlando after Dallas had crept back to within 2. Got a 4-second differential here. Shot clock, game clock. Luka grinding on Banchero, steps away from him and is fouled.
Luka's taken 10 shots, made 7 of them. And we've talked about his first quarter scoring. He's off to another good night. And the offensive end almost got that one. Didn't gather himself well enough.
Post up, Luka.
Dallas could get their first lead right now.
Luka driving against Carter. Until Banchero caught up, and then Luka finally outside to Cleveland. 1 minute. the second quarter. And he scores on the drive. What a first half this dude is putting on. That is 30.
Let's go. So need 40 more.
Or at least 30 more.
70.
I want 40 more. I want Hart. I want 40 more. I want Hart. I want a 70-point night.
By the way, Carter made those last free throws, not Ben Carroll. And it is Luka now at 30.
They don't run any plays for him, but get on the offensive glass. Ball got up the court quickly.
Here's Doncic. Oh, don't do that, Sokowski.
We can help each other. He said if we do that, we could run into less problems. It's also an internal commitment, guys, that he keeps within himself right.
Point performance. That was on Monday night against Memphis in a 16-point Utah win. He also had his fourth double-double of the year with 11 boards. And Spin is shooting 38% for tonight's game, 27% from deep. But only down 7. Utah's had some tough sledding here in the second quarter themselves. And there's Luka. Chopping 2 more.
More, you're watching Luka attack to the rim. The crossover, hesitation, got marketed off the. Sometimes the zone forces the wrong guy to take shots.
Last minute of the third. Luka. And he's.
Thunder got a little quiet, having missed 6 in a row. Shea bounces off a Rose. This year, he didn't shoot it very much his first 2. Obviously missed most of last season with well, the slow starts is something that Mark Daigneault says he's addressed it with his young. Jalen Williams is like, man, these guys are good. SGA, and he will get free down in time. Well, what, the 4th one?
It's up there, and it's the relentless contest by the Thunder, even if they might be late.
Splits 2 defenders and hits a pretty little floater.
No, 3D, when Brown was in Brooklyn a few years ago, he was the power forward.
Exactly.
Now he's the backup point guard.
Unbelievable.
Into the paint, outside to man. Now the reset. 6 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander, harder for most of last season for Michael Malone. Getting his first points of the night. Final 40 seconds of the quarter.
Bounce on that step back desperation 3 with the shot clock under 1.
And how about that discipline on defense by Josh Giddey on him just moments ago.
Wasn't going to give over. And a steal by Shea. Odd man rush. Oh, he lost it. Giddey didn't want to get fouled. So instead it swings down to Shea. Want to clear it out for him. They're going to work on Brown. Spins. Very rare to get 3 days off, particularly this late in the season, or at any point of the season for that matter, is Shea drive.
This is what they do. That's why they're #1 in the NBA in transition at over 17 a game.
Shea, what a move. As the clock becomes more of an enemy for the Thunder, and that'll be a push and a foul. Snow on the putback.
Thunder have a lot of confidence in him as he was signed to a two hands too, just to make sure he brought that rebound down.
All kinds of contact. Score for New York. Grimes supposed to be that defensive stop. Had just 2 threes combined the last 5 games, 2 out of 25, struggling mightily. But he's knocked down 2 in the first half. And
quick release. Good defense. Okay, so if you can watch this, Jaylen Brown stops him 3 times. Comes down, that's a stop. Counters. Stops him again. And then Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is just saying, I'm going to get to the rim.
I mean, these guys are just relentless.
Good things happen for your ball club. Here he is right here.
Gilgeous-Alexander again with the dribble, lost it, trouble. It's his 4th foul on Brown.
Oh, hey. Jason Tatum was asking for that foul.
And great footwork to avoid a travel and get away a shot. And an attack by Gilgeous-Alexander. Thunder have a chance to take the lead. 8 lead changes in tonight's game. Big collision there. He just put too much on it. He didn't have that soft, feathery touch that Gilgeous-Alexander has. But Oklahoma City got the ball back.
That was the first foul on Baisley's second team foul. So the Nuggets back on top.
Durn splits at the stripe. Pistons by 1, 20-19. Gilgeous-Alexander, nice up fake, drew some contact, missed it.
I think that the perennial All-Stars would do. 18 and 14. SGA is
season with over 40 points as Tyler Hero goes baseline for a little teardrop.
He's got a smooth game.
Giannis, obviously. It's going to be a tough. I mean, it's a great decision to have.
But then you add Pat Connaughton and Joe Ingles, throughout the year.
Sometimes there's a discombobulation to start the game, but these guys are doing a good job dishing and swishing it out.
First half.
Knicks have a foul to give. This is a rare occasion. Normally they're in the penalty.
And Barrett went for the fake.
So they've seen this before. They played on the Canadian team. So Barrett has to know some of these moves. The Cardinals center defense, leaving your feet. Shea.
I just have to say that one more time.
And Shea, he does so outside to Pokusevski, gets it right back.
How about that block by Saul on that drive to the bucket?
Oh, Shea, little crossover, double team comes and free to put up with shot clock dwindling. 7-3. He's got 14 threes the last 3 games. Shea trying to negotiate the defense.
Into the Wizards' interior defense, despite Porzingis being on the floor.
5 turnovers for Washington, and Shea nearly had. Those are the threes that have been falling all night long. Shea again, this time Abdia had the block, but too much.
It just said, look, man, I got one-on-one coverage. Watch this bump right here. There it is. There's the bump. Everything was clean once he got.
A 10-0 with a spurt. Shea again on Abdia. He's been going at him all night long, and he's not going to get that. Tight game. Have battled all night. Have trailed. Shea is going to get more. Here the whistle.
He looked at head coach Jamal Moses. That was on me, coach.
Point of emphasis coming in. Those screeners got to be more set, more stable. Shea is going to get the shot fakes.
I know. I've done it too. So this is just a brilliant move by Shea. He had no chance to make this bucket. A slingshot, very effective with it though.
Those last 2 shots that Orlando took are out of rhythm and quick as Shea it back out to Sarr. Incredible hustle by Pokusevski. And Shea again, this time.
Yeah.
I know what suit you're going to wear, just a matter of whether or not you bust out the vest.
Well, I tell you what I like. That should be a foul.
Told to Paris, which is, this game is in the balance. It's on a knife's edge. Any run can be game-changing. Obviously, the closer you get to the end of the...
Stripped on his way to the rim. Shea trying to get downhill, attacking, lost his balance, got hit from behind, and he is...
This particular play, got 2 guys down, let SGA go one-on-one.
He goes to the basket, puts it up and in.
Snow is coming, it doesn't matter. Look at Shea using his body, keeps the ball high, finishes, and 1.
Off the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander boards it. Gilgeous-Alexander still has it. Double clutcher. Out of bounds. The foul is the second on Cade Cunningham.
Or Shea Gilgeous.
Front of the rim. 14 out of 20 from 3. Bradley Beal now with 21 in the game. Shea back quickly. The defense came over again with a jam, and he is the first Toronto player into double digits in the first half. Shea put his head.